Can you build big shoulders with calisthenics? And the answer is absolutely yes. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with calisthenics. No weights, no machines, just your own body. By the end of this video, you'll know how to target every part of your shoulders to build that full 3D look everyone wants. So let's dive in. The shoulder isn't just one muscle. It's made up of three heads: the front deltoid, the side deltoid, and the rear deltoid. To build that full 3D look, you need to hit all three. If you only focus on one area, like the front, you'll end up with flat shoulders that don't stand out. So every exercise I'm going to talk about today plays a very important role in developing the entire shoulder, top to bottom, front to back. Let's start with one of the most powerful moves you can do, the pike push-up. This exercise is the calisthenics version of an overhead press, and it's a shoulder builder like no other. To do it right, get into a downward dog position, hips up, hands and feet on the ground. The goal is to form an inverted V with your body. From there, bend your elbows and lower the top of your head toward the floor, then push back up through your shoulders. The most important thing you really need to focus on is the angle. The more vertical your body is, the more you're pressing through your shoulders instead of your chest. You can make this harder by elevating your feet on a chair or a bench. When your feet are higher, your body mimics the motion of a handstand push-up, putting almost all the tension directly on your shoulders. It's a brutal but extremely effective move for building shoulder strength and size. The second exercise you want to do is the handstand push-up. It builds mass, strength, and control all at once. The handstand push-up is like doing a military press, but with your entire body as resistance. If you're a beginner, start by practicing wall-supported handstands. Face the wall and walk your feet up slowly until you're fully inverted. From here, bend your elbows and lower your head toward the floor, then press back up until your arms are straight again. When done correctly, the handstand push-up activates all three heads of the shoulder, but emphasizes the front delts the most. It also works your triceps and upper chest for stability. The more you control the movement, the more muscle fibers you engage. Don't rush the process. Even if you can only do partial reps in the beginning, that's okay. Over time, your shoulders will adapt, grow stronger, and become more stable. Eventually, you'll be able to perform full-range handstand push-ups without any wall support. That's when you know your shoulders are really taking shape. Now, the front part of your shoulders gets plenty of work from push-ups and handstands. But what about the side delts, the muscles that give your shoulders that wide look? That's where movements like pseudo-planche push-ups are very useful. In this exercise, you lean your body slightly forward while doing a push-up, keeping your hands turned outward. That forward lean shifts the pressure toward the front and side delts, giving them serious tension. The further you lean, the more challenging it gets. You don't need to go extreme right away. Start with a small lean, feel the tension, and gradually increase it as you build strength. Another game changer for your side delts is the wall walk. This one's underrated but very powerful. Start in a regular push-up position with your feet against the wall. Then slowly walk your feet up while walking your hands closer to the wall until your chest almost touches it, and you'll end up in a handstand position. Hold it there for a few seconds, then walk back down slowly. This not only strengthens your shoulders, but also improves your control and balance. Your delts will be on fire after a few rounds of these, and that's exactly what you want. Now let's talk about rear delts, one area most people forget about in calisthenics. Without strong rear delts, your shoulders won't look full from the side or the back. One great exercise here is the reverse plank raise. Sit on the floor with your hands behind you, fingers pointing out. Then lift your hips off the ground while squeezing your shoulder blades together. I recommend that you hold that position for a few seconds before lowering down. It may look simple, but it strengthens your rear delts and stabilizes the smaller muscles around your shoulder blades, muscles that make a huge difference in overall shoulder aesthetics. Another effective move you should do for rear delts is the bodyweight rear fly using rings or a bar. If you have gymnastic rings or a sturdy bar, lean back at an angle while holding them, keep your body straight, and pull your chest up by opening your arms out to the sides like you're trying to hug someone. You'll feel your rear delts light up instantly. This movement builds control and balances your shoulders, preventing the rounded look that comes from overdeveloping only the front side. Now let's not forget about scapular strength. The scapula, or shoulder blade, is the base of all shoulder movements. If your scapula isn't strong and stable, your shoulders will never reach their full potential. And I'd suggest exercises like scapular push-ups and scapular scapular pull-ups for that. In scapular push-ups, you keep your arms straight and only move your shoulder blades, pulling them together and pushing them apart. In scapular pull-ups, you hang from a bar and lift your body slightly by squeezing your shoulder blades down and back. These small movements build shoulder control, which helps with every other calisthenics skill you do. Another move that really deserves a mention is the planche lean. Even if you can't do a full planche, the lean itself is enough to build serious shoulder strength. You get into a push-up position and then lean forward as far as you can while keeping your body straight. Your shoulders will have to work like crazy to hold you up. The trick here is not to collapse your chest or bend your elbows too much. Keep everything tight and focus on your shoulder engagement. Over time, this move alone can give you the dense, hard shoulder muscle that many weightlifters envy. And while we're talking about calisthenics shoulder strength, we can't skip adding the handstand hold in our shoulder workout routine. Just holding a handstand builds static strength in your shoulders and traps. It's one of the simplest yet most effective things you can do daily. Even 30 seconds of holding against the wall will make a big difference. Once you can balance freely, that's when your shoulders really start to take shape, not just visually, but functionally. But here's something really important I want to mention. Don't ignore your range of motion and shoulder mobility. When you're training bodyweight movements, tight shoulders can hold you back big time. Make sure to spend a few minutes before every workout doing arm circles, band pull-aparts, and shoulder dislocates with a stick or resistance band. This keeps your shoulders healthy, improves blood flow, and allows you to push deeper into each exercise with proper form. And now, let's talk about volume and frequency, because that's where a lot of people go wrong. Calisthenics shoulder training isn't about training heavy once a week. It's about consistent, controlled tension. You can train your shoulders 2 to 3 times a week max, alternating between strength days and skill days. On strength days, focus on exercises like pike push-ups, handstand push-ups, and pseudo planche push-ups with slow, controlled reps. On skill days, work on your balance with handstands, wall walks, and scapular movements. This balance between strength and control is what truly builds shoulders that not only look strong, but perform strongly. I have also made a detailed video on how to get visible abs in 90 days. Watch this video next.